I initially thought using a clear tote as a terrarium was a genius idea from the standpoint of cost and ease. I hadn't considered the idea of whether my grow lights, or more specifically, the usable light consumed by plants for photosynthesis, would be able to penetrate the 1/8 inch thick plastic tote like you see here. After some research, I've determined this material that Sterilite used to make this tote appears to be a polypropylene or polyethylene plastic. My research shows that in 1/8 inch thick plastic, the wavelengths of usable light penetrate differently, but each wavelength offers specific benefits to the plant. So ideally, I want all wavelengths penetrating the plastic to get to the plants. These wavelengths that are essential for plants' photosynthesis are called PAR, which stands for photosynthetically active radiation. I then wondered how I could test to see if this PAR value was the same outside the plastic as it was inside the plastic. One such app, called Photon, will measure the metrics I'm looking for, and here you can see the app itself. With this app, I had to create a diffuser made from paper and place it over the front of the camera. They have a short video on how to do it. It was super simple to do. The diffuser just basically scatters the incoming light on the sensor, which is essential for accurate measurements. This app measures a few things. The first being the ppfd, which is one of the most important and accurate metrics in horticulture. ppfd stands for photosynthetic photon flux density. In layman's terms, this metric is what growers care about because it tells you how much usable light actually reaches your plants at that given moment. Another important metric is the daily light integral, DLI. DLI measures the total amount of photosynthetically active light, or PAR, a plant receives in 24 hours. It measures how many photons of useful light hit the plant each day. This app also checks illuminance and color temperature if that interests you. Now for the test. With the Photon app open on my cell phone and the grow light on, I placed my phone at plant height with the plastic tote on and with the plastic tote off. I observed the two main metrics of interest, which is the ppfd and the DLI. So do you think there was a difference in values? In other words, do you think the 1/8 inch thick plastic interferes with the usable light needed for the plants? Having the 1/8 inch thick plastic between the plants and the light most definitely interferes with the usable light. The ppfd, which again is the plant's usable light, increased by 45% when the plastic tote was removed from the plants. The matching 45% increase in DLI shouldn't be a surprise, since the DLI looks at the daily usable light, where the ppfd is the exact instant. So interesting little test. I hope you enjoyed that. I would love to hear your thoughts.